Well, I look at the extraordinary work of humanitarian workers around the world and in all these very tough spots, because in the just more than 2 years that I've been in the post, it's been primarily about the humanitarian needs that come out of man-made conflict, unresolved war, conflict, violence within countries and primarily within urban areas. And I've been really inspired by the courage, the persistence, the determination of the workers who want to really make sure that people who are affected by these crises through no fault of their own are given the life-saving and the protection that they need. And that has been, as I say, inspiring, it's been rewarding, but the job itself is extraordinarily challenging. It's challenging because the rise in humanitarian needs around the world have been so exponential, and notwithstanding that we have managed to secure record amounts of funding in that period, the gap has grown wider, and the frustration is that we simply aren't able to raise our ability to respond at the same pace as the needs are arising, and at the same time recognise that we have the highest possible public duty internationally to relieve the suffering of our fellow human beings wherever that arises, be that for their protection in conflicts where innocent civilians are put at risk, or for their life-saving where either through natural hazard and a terrible risk that's happened because of that, or because of conflict and these long protracted crises which are now becoming so much the characteristic of what gives us the job to do. Yes, there are disputes around the world, and yes, there are things which are causing terrible humanitarian suffering which should be relieved, but we're in a better place to meet the suffering of people when the emergencies strike, particularly natural disaster, and we now need to continue to really commit to doing a better job to both prevent and relieve the chances of there being conflict, but above all the suffering of people.